Hello, everybody. I want to talk about how to tell if a business works. In a business, there's a variety of avenues by which success is determined. Generally, profit is the first category. Most businesses gauge success by profit, or how much money they make and how much more money they make than they spend. That's including investments as well. You must make a profit in order for the risk, the sacrifice, and the stress that comes with owning a business are worthwhile. The issue is how much of a profit should you make. And here's some interesting thing about profits, because there's some that think that profits are not acceptable in business. In order to make a profit, you often have to have an investment. You invest in a business. That investment usually comes from money saved or money borrowed. You hope to make enough money from that investment to pay back the loans that you've taken, to pay your taxes, to pay your employees, to pay your rent or building expenses, and then things like water, gas, electricity. So there's a lot of payments associated with owning a business, and the economy runs quite successfully on businesses. So it is perfectly acceptable that at the end of all of those expenses that there's more money left over for the person who started a business. It's not only acceptable, but the more risk, the more sacrifice, and the more stress one undertakes, the hope is that you are only doing that to have a better return on your investment. So profit is the first thing that we look for in a business. Second is that you create a product or service that somebody wants. Success is determined by the quality of your product or service. The thought is that by providing a high quality product or service, that customers will naturally be drawn to your business. However, there's many businesses who have the best products, yet customers are aware of it. So this focus may be too narrow. But you create a product or service that has a competitive advantage. It has something that other businesses don't have. And whether that is its price, its look, its feel, you're doing something that is not in the marketplace right now, and as a result, you have this competitive advantage. One thing about competitive advantage is they don't last as long as they used to. It used to be many years, if you have the lowest price or the best quality, that you could use that competitive advantage to be a success over coming years. It doesn't last that way any longer. Typically, competitive advantage lasts anywhere from 12 to 18 months. It used to, as I said, last quite a few years. Third is customers. Businesses are mainly interested in growing its customer base and then also maintaining its current customers. Note that it is exceedingly more expensive to generate new customers than to maintain your current customers. And so you should do everything you can to maintain your current customer base, and then with additional monies, try to grow your customer base, but never try to go outside of or neglect that customer base. Here's something that is often seen as the wrong thing to do. There's some organizations, sales companies, and department stores do this quite often, is they give discounts to new customers, take 10% for new customers. And there's nothing that infuriates a current customer more than giving new customers who haven't been loyal to that company for some time, giving them those advantages that current customers don't have. So be very careful about that aspect. Fourth is marketing. Success is achieved because people know about you and the product or service that you create. So you need to have a definitive marketing exposure and experience. In some products or services, 50% of the cost of developing that product or service is related to marketing. That's how important it can be. You can have the best product or the best book, and yet nobody knows about it because they're not aware of it. And so you need to spend monies to make people aware of your product. That gives them a chance. It gives you a chance to have some success and them a chance to understand that there's a product that may be beneficial to them in the future. And last, one that often isn't talked about enough, and that is societal benefit. Mainly for government, education, and nonprofits, their success is determined by how well the needs of a particular customers are met. For instance, the military determines its success by how well they protect its citizens. Education likewise determines its success by the knowledge obtained by the students as well as how they function and contribute to society. Nonprofits, such as the American Heart Association, judge their success usually by some decrease. In other words, decreasing the amount of those with cancer, those with heart disease, etc. But societal benefit is becoming even more important in other companies as well. They realize that customers want to participate, contribute, and shop with those companies who look for more than just profit, who actually add something back into the enterprise. So that's what we look for in an organization. These are the 5 aspects that make an organization more successful and not. Certainly profits. They have a great product. They have customers. They have a great marketing department, our message. And lastly, they have a societal benefit. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the day.